Predator 20 shin guards, let's go! Welcome to Reviews FC. Today we're going to look into the Predator's 20 shin guards. We have 4 categories to decide which one's the best one. But before that, if you're new to the channel, consider subscribing so you never miss out on our next review. Or if you'd like to connect with us some more, follow us in any of these guys and we can kick it there. Without further ado, let's kick off with the video. First of all, the easiest ones to compare for design is these two. They're all pretty much the same. The only real difference you see is when you compare the League versus the Pro, which, I mean, they're two completely different shin guards. This one has the sleeve attached, this one has it separate, and I mean, this one's darker, it has darker shadings on the edge, but they both have the same feel up front. They have the scales, and then the back, completely different. So this is where you see the biggest difference. When you compare the competition with the League, you don't see much of a difference, just the coloring, and because on the back they're pretty much the same. Just a little bit of the coloring and a little bit of the feel. This one's more plasticky up top, more plastic feel to it, and this one has more fabric feel to it. When you compare the competition with the Pro, you get the same design. Basically, you still have like the cloth feeling on this one with a little bit of tape feel on the edge, but then you get the back, and this one looks super cool with the lightning through the middle. When it comes to design, they all pretty much look the same, but I think adding this little bolt on the back gives a little bit of oomph over the other ones. So this one, I'm gonna have to give it to the Pro. Let me know what you think of all 3 shin guards, which design you like the best, which maybe out of design, maybe you like one over the other one, maybe you just like the material better. Let me know what you think of each shin guard down in the comments below so that our community can get to know them a little bit more and make an easier choice. When it comes to features, it's where it gets interesting because they all pretty much have just a little bit difference where it makes a huge difference wearing it. Now, when we start off with the League, it's going to be your basic shin guard. It has your hard shell with EVA on the back, and then, as Adidas likes to do, has some soft lining on the back. Cloth feeling, pretty much. It's pretty much cloth, like taped over it, or I don't know what they do to it, but they have compressed foam on the back, EVA foam, and then they put a soft lining on the back to make it feel comfortable. They're weighing in at 168 grams or 0.37 pounds without the sleeves. With the sleeves, they're looking at 196 grams or 0.43 pounds. Now these competition clocking in at 30 bucks. Not too bad. Still pretty. It's kind of expensive, but not that bad. For 30 bucks, I think it's pretty worth what the features they give you, especially the first one is polyurethane padding inside the shin guard. So what that means is, compared to the League one, where it doesn't bend at all, or it feels like if you keep testing it, it's gonna break or something's gonna happen. Like this is not as flexible. The competition have polyurethane, making it way more flexible. You can pretty much mold it into your shin guard however you want it. Yeah, it's so much more flexible than the other ones. These are tough as nail, man. So that's the one main feature and difference between this and the hard shell ones. These are gonna be stiff as, I don't know, a table. I don't know what you would compare it to. These ones are they feel more cardboard-like, which isn't bad in the sense that it can fit to your shin guard a little bit better. You can, play around with it until it feels super comfortable on your shin, where this one pretty much it stays as it is. So if it's digging into your shin, it's gonna dig into your shin for the rest of its life. Another big difference between this one and that one is that it's 132 grams or 0.29 pounds without the sleeve. With the sleeve, it's gonna clock in at 161 grams or 0.36 pounds. Now, even though it doesn't like you can tell the difference between them when you hold them side by side. With these, you know, spend $10 more, clocking in at $30. Yeah, these are gonna be way better. They're gonna be much more flexible. You're gonna feel super comfortable, and they're lightweight. So you're gonna shave off a couple, you know, grams off of you. Might as well do it, right? Get your speed back up, get your agility up. Yeah, these are the ones to get it between the both of these. But now, compared to these, you might think the pros are 45 bucks. So there's no way these would be better, right? Just because you're spending $45. And with $45, the things you get is pretty much almost the same. The one difference between these and the competition ones is a thing called thermoplastic polyurethane, or TPU is what the abbreviation for it is. And that's basically gives it way more flexibility. You can bend it almost pretty much like the G form. Even though they are much more flexible and much more comfortable, one downfall they have is that they are also heavier. Even with the sleeves, if you put the competitions and you put on their sleeves, you're gonna clock in at 161 grams or 0.36 pounds. And with these, because they have the sleeves, it only has one weight, and it's clocking in at 194 grams and 0.43 pounds. You might not think it's much, but if you keep adding it up with these, your cleats, your socks, you know, the more things you add on, that it's gonna be, you can add up to a whole pound depending on the things you choose to wear. So that's the one thing. Even though it's much more flexible and it feels way better, it has the spandex feel to it for the sleeve. Yeah, it feels super nice, super comfortable, super flexible. It's still solid. It's not like the G form where they have like rubberized shells, or the hard shell is pretty much rubber, and then it solidifies on impact. These are consistently always hard shell. So honestly, this one, I feel like it's pretty much a draw between two, the pro and the competition, because this one is much lighter, which is a huge pro for it, or a huge plus for it. But this one is much more flexible and much more likely to be comfortable. So I'm gonna have to give it to both of these. And 0 for our little friend over here, the league one. Also, don't forget to smash the like button to help us out with the algorithm so more people can know about these shin guards and know which ones to get. Now, when it comes to ratings, these are fairly new, so there's barely any reviews out there yet, but basically these don't have any, and neither do these. They're brand new and people haven't bought them yet. So the only ones that got reviews, or the only shin guards that got reviews so far, are the pros, and I'm pretty sure it's because of the design. They went with, like, basically trying to compete with the G form, and they have solid reviews. Right now in Dick's Sporting Goods, they're looking at a 4 out of 5 stars, and soccer.com also has them at 4 out of 5 stars. Adidas.com has them at about 4.7 out of 5 stars. I don't know, they're pretty much the same thing. The only big difference is the top. G-Form has a much more flexible shell than this one. It's more rubberized for them, and this one's much more hard shell feel to it. Yeah, that's the biggest difference with the shin guards. So I couldn't give it to any of them, so we're gonna skip this category, but I just wanted to make sure I can kind of give a little comparison between this and the G form. And between G form and this one, I don't think I'll make a review comparing them, because we already know I didn't like the G form because they couldn't get through. I couldn't get them through my heel, so I would not recommend that one unless you're U14 or you're a young player. I guess I'm gonna have to see. I'm scared to try this one out because I feel it's gonna be the same deal as the G form, where I won't be able to get through my heel with these. But yeah, I guess we'll have to find out when I test them out. All right, before we move on to the next one, have you subscribed yet? Have you? Have you? Have you? All right, moving on to the try test, and let's see how they go. Let's see. Let's start with, I want to hold these off to the end because I feel like they're just going to be exactly like the G form and they're not going to fit. So I'll leave them towards the end so they can crush my dreams. And with these, I'll start with these because then they'll give me hopes for something. I'll go get my sock first. All right, got my sock. Now, just like before, I don't use the sleeves because I want to make sure that they can hold on their own without anything, because I want to try on the best case scenario where I don't even have to wear a sleeve, and worst case scenario you just put on a sleeve and it should hold on. But yeah, we're gonna try it with a sock and nothing else. No sleeve, just a shin guard and sock.
1, 2, 3.
You know, they're not bad. They feel okay. They feel like they'll at least stay in their place, but I could feel these things digging in, and if they're gonna do that for, you know, right now, just kicking it here, I can imagine during a game these are gonna be super painful and they're gonna leave a little indent into my shin. So I mean, they're okay for 20 bucks. It's not bad, but I think they can do better, and here's better. Alright, so these guys feel pretty good. Comfortable, lightweight. You barely feel like they're there. They're low profile, so they're easy to slip on. Yeah, we're going to see if the pros are better than the competition. So far, these definitely beat the league because they're much more comfortable. They're much lighter. You barely feel like they're there. They're easy to just slip on into your sock. Yeah. They did feel a little bit loose, so I'm not sure if that's just, you know, I'm gonna have to test them out later to see if they keep, you know, sliding down or not. We're gonna see if the pros are the best one. Even though I was able to get these guys on compared to the G form where I wasn't even able to get them past, you know, the heel, the problem still happens with getting them on. It's kind of a struggle, and I don't know if it's something I want to do every time I play a game or right before a game. You know, putting one on, putting another one, taking like 5 minutes just to get them on and get them set. For $45, it's something you'd expect from a shin guard where you can just, you know, put it on, you know, and forget about it. You know, it's something that should be, especially for 45 bucks. You know, if it's, I kind of get it with, I mean, it's a little bit expensive for G form as well. $35, and you know, some people can't even get them on. It's kind of a big no-no. But you know, at least these you can get them on. It's just for 45 bucks, it should be something simple, something just where you get them on and you forget about it that they're even there. They do feel very comfortable. That's something I do give them. They feel very secure, probably just as secure as the competition. Yeah, so all in all, I think they're all really cool shin guards. They all have their place. If you only have 20 bucks, you don't want to spend a lot of money, I get it, man. You go for this one, you're going to be not surprised, not mind blown. These are just your basic shin guards. So 20 bucks is going to get you 20 bucks shin guard. But 45 bucks, I think I was expecting a little bit more with this one. I think I don't know, I was able to get these on, but for most people, I feel like they're gonna fit, they're gonna feel comfortable, they're gonna be secure, but I feel like it's still a little bit more of a hassle than it should be. You know, there's better choices, and specifically with these, I think this one's the better choice of all three, just because number one, it's comfortable, number two, it's pretty secure, number three, it's easy to just slip on. It's a shin guard. You don't need to struggle 5 minutes to get them on. And these pretty much are. If just like the G form, if you're under, 14, if you're a player under 14, these are going to be the ones for you. They should slip on pretty easily, and it shouldn't be too much of a hassle. But the older you get, the bigger you are. These are going to be less likely to fit onto you, or they're going to be much more of a struggle. than having these. These can fit on pretty much any player. You know, just grab the right size, small, medium, or large, and these are gonna slip on. They're gonna be comfortable. They're gonna do everything they need to do as a shin guard. So all in all, I think they're all really good shin guards and they all have their place. This one won in design for sure. Both of these won in features, but no one was able to win in reviews because they're fairly new, so we weren't able to use that category today. But for the try-on test, this one won. So yeah, this was the big winner today. Thank you for watching the video. Be the awesome person to like, subscribe, and share the video so you can help us out with the algorithm and more people can watch the video, because today these two are the big no-nos and this one is the big yes. I'll see you guys in the next one.